Good evening, Lancer fans, and welcome to Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in varsity field hockey between the Central Catholic Raiders and the Lancers of Lawrence High. Your Lancers come into tonight's game with a record of 2-8-1. They're coming off a 4-0 loss against Lowell. Meanwhile, the Raiders come in with a record of 8-2-1. They are coming off a victory against Bishop Fenwick High School. We'd like to thank you for joining us this evening on LPS Media. My name is Jay Oza, here with you for all the play-by-play commentary. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the start of this game.
Life. What happened in school today? I got kicked out of class. I think I failed that math test and more.
Be more optimistic.
What? Who said that? Who are you?
Look on the bright side of life.
What? What? Who's doing that? Who are you?
I'm optimism.
What's optimism?
Here, I'll show you. I'm thirsty. I need some water.
I got some water.
This thing is half empty.
I'll drink it. It's half full.
So you're saying everything I say negative, I should say positive?
Yeah, you should try it.
One day, I just want to make it to the moon. But I'll know I'll never make it.
Always look on the bright side of life.
But if I try, I'll be able to reach the stars. I'll never be able to pass trigonometry. It's too impossible.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Wait a minute. I'm possible. I think I can do it.
See how it feels to be optimistic?
Yeah, thanks, optimism.
Always look at the bright side of life.
Gators always look at the bright side of life. Hashtag optimism.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks for joining us here this evening on LPS Media. Our crew tonight, Ruth Cruz, Mimi Tan, Kiana Hernandez. Our producer is Luis Lopez, and my name is Jay Oza. Thank you for watching LPS Media. This is your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. Tonight, a treat for you in varsity field hockey. Central Catholic threatening here early in the game. Central Catholic in the red uniforms with the blue trim, and the Lancers in the white uniforms with the blue trim. And right off the bat, it looks like that first attempt was pretty good from Central Catholic, and looks like they're able to take an early 1-0 lead with that goal. And the Lancers have possession here, early stages of the first half. We're on the far side of the field. Central Catholic trying to move the ball up the field once again. We are just waiting on some confirmation that that first drive did in fact end up in a score, and we will be right back with that information as soon as we get it. Central, once again, another opportunity deep into Lancer territory, and the Lancer defense is able to swat that one out of the way for now. Central Catholic with possession outside the 15-yard line. Long shot is kicked away. Good save there by the Lancers goalie, Haley Gill. We're going to have our first penalty corner of the game. Central with possession. 6 Lancers have to go behind the midfield line here on this penalty corner. The centering pass, a second pass, and a third right into the middle. Here's the shot, and it's blocked in front. And that's going to be a whistle against Lawrence for another penalty corner. 28 minutes remaining here in the first half. Central already with their second penalty corner of the game. Here's the initial pass. And it's whistled down. Lancers will take over possession here deep in their own territory. That one is swatted out to the midfield area, where Central regains possession, now crossing over the midfield line into Lancer territory. Lawrence High, no offensive sustainment so far here in this first half. Central has had the ball for the majority of the first few minutes of play. That one is going to go over the back line and out of bounds. We do have confirmation that the initial shot on goal by Central was in fact a goal, so it is 1-0. That first goal coming 7 seconds into the game. It is 1-0 Central here in the first half. Scoreboard operators not quite sure if that counted or not. The Central Catholic Raiders were very happy in the first moments of this game, and it was in fact a goal scored 7 seconds into this game. Right down the field they went and scored before the clock showed 29:50. Here we are with 26:30 remaining in the first half. Still Central Catholic in possession, and this one goes out of bounds, and the Lancers will have possession as they'll try to start some offense for the first time tonight. And it looks like it'll be Ritza Paulino to send that one back into play. Central tries to come up with the interception. They can't. Shanley Contreras, the junior midfielder, with it on the far side, passes it up ahead, and the Lancers get it into Central Catholic territory over across the 40-yard line. Centering passes intercepted by Central. And here come the Raiders back into Lancer territory. Coming from behind, Genesis de Jesus trying to break up the play, but Central marches forward. Centering pass for Central. Once again into the middle, an open shot. And it's blocked in front. Good defense by Lawrence and a save by Haley Gill, the senior goalkeeper. And so this will be corner number 3 of the night for Central Catholic. Here's the pass into the middle. Second pass just at the 10-yard line, swatted in. And that one hit the outside of the net, so no goal. A couple Lancers looking stunned there for a second, thinking that they were in a 2-0 hole early, but that one just hit the outside part of the net. Under 25 minutes to play here in the first half from Lawrence. Central Catholic has an 8-2-1 record. And they have an early 1-0 lead against the Lancers, who come in at 2-8-1. Lancers once again in the white uniforms and the blue trim. Central Catholic in red with the blue trim. That play is whistled dead. And it's going to be another corner for Central. That's going to be their 4th of the game. 24-10 remaining in the first half. And here's the 4th corner for Central. Can they capitalize? It's going to be a shot right away, partially blocked out in front by the Lancer defense. Central still with possession. And that one is in the back of the net over on the far side. And Central takes a 2-0 lead with a goal here, coming with 23:55 remaining in the first half. So Central has 2 goals in the first 6 minutes and 5 seconds of this game. The first one coming with only 7 seconds played. And Central on the attack once again right away. And that one is going to go into the near corner to make it 3-0. 2 goals coming less than a minute apart here. It's 3-0. Central on top. That goal coming only 33 seconds after the previous goal. And that's 3 goals for Central in the first 6 minutes and 33 seconds of this contest. And let's see what the Lancers can answer back with. Here's Contreras with possession in the middle area of the field. Now bringing it to the near side. She's got a little bit of space to work with. Now losing some of that space. And we have a whistle here on the near side. Possession will go to Central Catholic. It is collected by Maggie Mahan, who sends it into the middle. Lancer defense is there, and we have a whistle. It'll be Central possession, and Casey Thompson, the senior captain, will put the ball back into play. This one is going to be a foul against Central Catholic, and the Lancers have an opportunity to clear, but it is already intercepted by Central. Raiders with it on the near side. Again, that's Maggie Mahan, number 17, trying to work it up forward, and now it's into the hands of Caroline Afolter, the sophomore. The Lancer defense trying to clear. They do for the moment, back out to the 25-yard line, and now inside the 20. Central. Ball goes airborne, and it looks like it's going to be another corner for the Raiders. That's going to be their 5th of the game. They have a 3-0 lead here with 22 minutes remaining in the first half. The initial pass comes short. Central trying to work it back down low, but the Lancer defense was ready. That's number 1, Aaron O'Neill, trying to center it. Now it's back out across the 30-yard line, almost to the 30. Central trying to bring it back in, deep into Lancer territory. Lancers trying to clog up the middle, and we're going to have a whistle. It is another corner in favor of Central. Lancers doing a good job of clogging up the middle here, trying to ward off the Central attackers, but they're committing fouls while doing so. And so they're risking the penalty corners. Nice block there by Lawrence High. And the Lancers get to hang on to possession. That one is into the feet of Shanley Contreras. Central with it in the corner. Passed back and almost intercepted by Lawrence. Central regains possession, tries to get it into the center of the field. And that's going to be a whistle. It's going to go against Lawrence for a corner. And this penalty corner will be the 7th of the game for Central Catholic. All of them coming from the near side, oddly enough, out of all 7 corners. They've all been right here on the near side. Centering pass is good. A rifle of a shot into the middle. Blocked by the Lancer defense. Another one. This one goes high. And Haley Gill was there ready for the save. But it went too high, and so that play's whistled dead. And the Lancers will take possession. They clear it out almost to midfield, but Central Catholic takes over. This is inside the Lancer 10-yard line. But over on the far side of the field, Central attacking more. Gill getting in on the action. She's trying to kick this one out. And this one goes through the goalie and into the near side of the net for Central's 4th goal of the evening. This one coming with 19:38 to go in the first half. And so the score 4-0, Central on top here. 19:38 to play in this first half of action between the Raiders in red and the Lancers in white. Once again, Central coming in at 8-2-1. They're coming off a 2-0 victory against Bishop Fenwick, while the Lancers lost 4-0 against Lowell in their last time out. Lancers did have a couple of big wins this season, both of them coming against Malden. The Lancers defeated Malden 7-0 back on Friday, September the 8th. Lancers had a tie with Lowell, a 0-0 tie back on the 13th of September. Here come the Lancers, their first big offensive chance here, and it's kicked out by the Central goalie. That's Nicole Sikora doing a good job to kick that one away. And then the Lancers picked up their second victory of the season at Malden. And that was on Friday, September 29th. This one is chipped in by Lawrence. It's going to go out of bounds over the back line. With the clock rolling and 18:30 to play in this first half, it looks like it's going to be a possession for the Lancers at just about the 25-yard line of Central Catholic. Let's see what the Lancers can do here, see if they can get on the board. Down by 4. That one is sent into the near side. Misplay by Central, looking for Alicia Polanco, number 1, the senior. She can't hang on to it, and Central takes possession over on the near side. Central working it up the field, the near side. Interception by Lawrence at about the 30-yard line, trying to push it up ahead. And the Central midfielder is there to regain control. That's Casey Thompson again, the senior captain. Thompson working the middle of the field, sends it far side. Central trying to center it. Knocked out by Lawrence. Lancers trying to get a clear and an offensive break. Here's their chance. Lawrence High has possession. The pass goes to the near side. That's Willady Santana keeping it in for the Lancers. And now Contreras fighting for it at midfield. And Contreras is called for a foul, and Central is able to take over inside Lancer territory. Central trying to work it up the middle this time. Lancer defense was ready. Now they're going to try to clear. The Raiders trying to work the far side here with 16:40 to go here in the first half. And there's going to be a whistle. This is going to be a foul against Central, so the Lancers have a chance to clear, and they're unable to. That one is intercepted. The first pass intercepted right there by Central inside the 30-yard line. Now the Lancers have a chance to break it out. Central called for the foul. Lancers able to advance a few more yards. Nice sweeping pass. That one goes up ahead for the Lancers. That's Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario, one of the captains for Lawrence. She centers it. What a pass there. Great offensive chance. Good goalkeeping, though, by Nicole Sikora, the senior. Lancers turn it over inside Central territory, and here come the Raiders trying to clear it out. Doing a good job so far, getting it past midfield. Over on the near side, Central trying to center it. The Lancers intercept, though, and Lawrence is going to be called again for another penalty deep in their own territory, and that's going to result in the 8th corner for Central. Once again, coming from the near side. All 8 so far tonight have come from that near side. 4-0 Raiders trying to make it 5 here on their 8th penalty corner of this first half. Initial pass is smooth. And then the shot comes and it's deflected into the back of the net. And Central goes up 5-0 on a deflection off a penalty corner. And there are 15 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first half, just 5 seconds away from the halfway point of this first half. Folks, we can take this opportunity to remind you, you are watching LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. We broadcast on both Comcast Channel 99 and Verizon Channel 41, broadcasting 24 hours a day and covering events at all of the wonderful public schools around the city of Lawrence, including LHS Sports, theatrical productions, school committee meetings, and Inside LHS, a show featuring academic and athletic news from all over campus. You can also find LPS Media all day, every day on any device. Our YouTube channel is simply titled Lawrence Public Schools. Get the app or open up your browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 5 years. And with that being said, the Lancers have committed another penalty deep in their own territory. This will result in the 9th penalty corner for Central. They've got 5 goals on the board already, looking for a 6th here. Let's see what they can do. The initial pass is on the money. Central brings it back and tries to center it. Now moving to the far side, chipped in and into the back of the net. Central gets their 6th goal of the night. This one again coming on a penalty corner. Lancer goalie Haley Gill thought she had that one tracked down. Disappointed to see that one get by her. Now as we are over halfway through the first half, the Raiders lead 6-0, and they are showing exactly why. They have a record of 8-2-1. Their only losses this year came at Andover and at North Andover. They did tie Andover High School as well. That was back on October the 2nd. Their most recent game, a 2-0 victory. They did have a pair of 9-0 wins this season. They beat Methuen 9-0 and Lowell 9-0. They defeated West Springfield and Haverhill by the score of 8-0. So this is a juggernaut of a Central team so far this year. They've got 6 shutouts on the year. Out of their 8 wins, 6 of them have been shutouts. Getting it deep into Lancer territory again, though Lawrence is able to clear it out to the 15, sent back into the middle. And a high sticking violation against Lawrence High. And this will bring up the 10th penalty corner of the evening, again from the near side. Raiders with 6 goals on the board, trying to make it 7. The initial pass is into the middle this time. Nice move by the attacker. Sent in towards the net. And sent back out by the Lancer D. That one is chopped and deflected out of bounds over the back line. We have 12 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half from Lawrence. Central Catholic with possession. They are in control so far. It's a nice sweeping pass, another sweeping pass, bringing it into the middle. And it looks like this is going to be a violation for a kicked ball. And it goes against Lawrence. This will be penalty corner number 11 for Central here, all coming in the first half. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Lancers trying their best to play some tough D, but unfortunately they are committing fouls deep within their own territory. So this is the 11th penalty corner for Central. The first pass is misplayed, and so Central will have to regroup. This gives the Lancers a chance to work their way up the field. But it is collected by Central across the 50. Lancers regain possession for a moment. Here's Juliet Concepcion trying to attack the Central midfielder, but Central is able to get it out to the far side. Genesis de Jesus fighting for it on the far side. Central is able to center, swat this one forward. And that's Helen Abreu, who gained possession for a moment but lost it, and now Central, with just over 11 minutes to play, regains possession here in Lancer territory. And they will restart this possession from the Lancer 31-yard line. A pass backward, and Central is able to move it up into space. Now back into the center. Now all the way back out to midfield go the Raiders. They're going to pass it around a little bit before planning their next attack. They're going to try going up the far side. Now back into the middle. Now they'll try the near side. Right at midfield. That's Caitlin Finneran passing it up ahead. Intercepted by Lawrence. Just for the moment, though, as Central recovers with Callie Mixon, number 7. Now back out to the defender in the midfield area. Central will try to work it up the far side now. Central a little more conservative here as we reach the later stages of the first half. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. There's Widali Santana trying to give chase and create a turnover. That's number 7 in white for the Lancers. Fight for possession over on the far side. The Lancers win the battle. Let's see what they can do here with this possession. That one is sent deep into the corner. Can the Lancers keep it in bounds? Goes over the back line. And it'll be Central's ball with 9 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the first half. Central with it inside their own 20-yard line, trying to clear it out. They've got a 6-goal lead here with 8 minutes and 56 seconds to play in the first half. Lancers had one pretty solid offensive opportunity started by Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario. And the Central goalie, Nicole Sikora, helped to end that threat. Aside from that, hasn't been much offense so far from the Lancers, down in a 6-0 hole here in the first half. As we creep towards halftime here, 8:30 to play in the first half. Nice interception there by Lawrence. Lancers able to clear it up forward. Trying to set up some offense here with Emery Sarriol, the senior. Sarriol gets it again. Trying to work it up forward to Carpio del Rosario. But she'll just have to wait in the middle of the field there. Number 14 in white for the Lancers wants another shot at it. It's a pass up ahead in the direction of Carpio del Rosario. She's going to try to chase this one down. The pass was just a little too far ahead of her. The Lancers are trying to target Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario. And she is one of the senior captains, along with Emily Toala. Lancers with possession here on the near side, deep in Central territory. Lancers trying to center it, but good defense here from Central. And that's going to be a foul against Central, so the Lancers are able to retain possession here. This is Francis Arias, back out to Contreras. Contreras fires that one in, and it's deflected by the Central defender. Contreras does a good job hustling for this one. She hangs on to possession. Now she's trying to work it forward. Contreras with some excellent ball handling abilities here. She gets it ahead to Santana. And Central is able to recover possession. For a moment there, Santana had it. Santana able to control and get it into Arias, but we have a whistle here. And it's a whistle against Lawrence inside the Central 10. And that one is knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. Lancers finally with a little bit of sustained offense here in the late stages of this first half. Let's see if they can capitalize or if Central will be able to clear. Here's Carpio del Rosario trying to work it into the middle, called for the foul. And Central has a chance to clear. They bring it to the 40. Lancers trying to bring it back into Central territory. Nice move there by the Raiders. And that one is squirted ahead. Central trying to add to their 6-0 lead. And we have a whistle coming up, and it looks like, once again, this is going to be a foul against Lawrence High School in their own territory for the penalty corner, number 12 of the night for Central. They've been able to capitalize on a few of these. Trying to make it 7-0. Let's see, can they do it? Here's the initial pass. This one goes right into the middle. Now back over to the near side. Short pass is stolen by Lawrence. And that's a foul against Central. Lancers can move the ball up ahead. Good defense by Central. on the forecheck. Lancers Contreras is not able to move that one up the field. This time it's Tawala who is able to bring it out into space. Tawala passes it to a Raider though. And Central takes over possession over on the far side. This one is going to dribble out of bounds. And let's see who will get possession on the restart. It was deflected out of bounds by Lawrence. So Central takes over on the far side in Lancer territory at about the 33-yard line. Sent backwards first, now into the middle for Central. And that's a misplay by the Central defender trying to get back and recover that ball deep in her own territory. She's got enough time and sends it out over to the far side. 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half here from Lawrence, with the Lancers down 6-0 against the Raiders, who have a record of 8-2-1. 6 of those 8 wins coming by way of the shutout. Lancer ball here on the near side. And this will be Santana with possession on the restart. And it's intercepted by Central, and they're going to have a chance to clear it out the other way with Kaylee Thomas, number 11. Thomas fighting for it, but Contreras takes it away. Now Contreras bringing it up the near side. Looking for Santana. Santana able to push it forward. Lancers have the ball in the right spot here, but not enough attackers. Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario fighting for it at her own 40-yard line, but the Raiders are able to clear it back into Lancer territory. And the Raiders are called for the foul on the far side, so Lawrence High has a chance to bring it back into Central territory. Central guilty of the foul at about the 20-yard line. This will give the Lancers a chance to set up some offense here with Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario, number 14, the Lancer senior captain, about to put the ball back into play. She does. She passes but misfires, trying to fight for it back. Is able to, but can't find a teammate. And the Raiders are going to try to bring it up the near sideline, passing backwards first, and then moving it up the field. Nice move there as the Raiders get it into the hands of Kaylee Thomas. Now back into the midfield area. Lancers going for the steal. Good attempt there by Emily Tawala. And she's going to draw the foul. Good job there by Tawala to gain her team an extra possession. Lancers going to need to hurry though. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Carpio del Rosario fires that one into the middle. Looking for good things to happen in that area, but it just squirts through and goes all the way out of bounds. Central's ball with just under 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Central perhaps one last push at some offense before the beginning of the second. Paulino steps up for Lawrence, trying to clear that one. Ball over here on the near side. And possession is going to go to Lawrence High with 55 seconds remaining in the half. Central with an interception there into the middle of the field. Lancer is able to make the stop defensively. Here's Tawala sprinting forward with possession, and she's stopped at the 40-yard line by Central. 35 seconds remaining in the first half, 6-0. The Raiders on top of the Lancers. Under 30 seconds now. Central working this one up into the middle. And the Lancers trying to clear this one out. The Raiders unable to punch it in here. 10 seconds, just over 10 seconds left. And we are going to have a foul. This one looks like it's going to be against Lawrence. It would be the 13th penalty corner, but it looks like time is going to run out here in the first half. Folks, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this LPS Media broadcast. And looks like we're going to have one last play, although it is just about halftime. The 13th penalty corner coming up for the Raiders. And they have one last chance before halftime to do something with it. Here comes the shot. Gill diving. And no goal. No goal, but after the dive, there was a penalty against the Lancers, and so Central gets another penalty corner, their 14th. And then once this play ends, then the first half will be over. Here's the pass, a shot up the middle, intercepted by Lawrence. Lancers get the clear, and now we are officially done with the first half. Folks, thanks again for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. Halftime score, Central 6, Lawrence nothing. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the second half.
Hello, fellow citizens. We are here today to talk about determination.
As you may or may not know, determination is a very important character trait. Now, what does determination look like?
Now that's how determination looks. You may think determination is just a word, but in reality, it has many meanings behind it.
Just like you saw a girl do it. Just because you may think you are not getting better at anything, it doesn't mean you can't try.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you see yourself as a person with a growth mindset or a fixed mindset?
You might see this as just a simple video, but we here try to let you know that determination is something you should really think about.
Now remember, if you think you are determined, you are a really special person because it means that even at the hardest times, you will show how much you can do.
Never give up, fellow citizens.
That's all we have for today.
Bye-bye.
Did you know that frogs drink through their skin? Cats use their whiskers to check whether a space is too small for them to fit through or not. Rabbits and parrots can see behind themselves without moving their heads. Did you know it's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open? Unlike humans, cows and horses sleep standing up. Sharks legs the biggest eggs. Birds have hollow bones which help them fly. The more that you read, the more that you know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. Our crew this evening, Ruth Cruz, Mimi Tun, Kiana Hernandez. Our producer is Luis Lopez, and my name is Jay Oza. Thanks for joining us for this varsity field hockey matchup between the Lawrence High School Lancers and the Raiders of Central Catholic. Your Lancers come into the game with a record of 2-8-1, and they're in danger tonight of falling to 2-9-1 as they went down 6-0 in the first half. Lancers with a little bit of offense here to start things off in the second. That one is kicked away by the goalie. That's Megan Ferris on the save for Central Catholic. Story of the first half, the Raiders had 14 penalty corners, and that resulted in 6 goals for the Raiders. And so the Lancers are going to try to answer back here. Down by 6 in the second half. They started things off pretty well on their first possession of the second half, but just couldn't quite finish after the nice save by Ferris, the sophomore goalie, who has come in relief of Nicole Sikora, the senior. Sikora relaxing on the bench with some of her teammates as that one is tapped out of bounds. Over here on the near side, Central Catholic will retain possession. The Raiders in the red uniforms with the blue trim, they are going from left to right, while the Lancers in the white uniforms with the blue trim are going from right to left. So it was 14 penalty corners that helped the Raiders earn themselves a 6-0 lead at the half. And here come the Raiders once again. They scored 3 goals in the first 6 minutes and 33 seconds of this game. Let's see if the Lancers can answer back. It was the first 7 seconds of the game in which the Raiders were able to make it 1-0. And here's Central with possession in the midfield area. Lancers trying to steal this one and bring it back deep into Raider territory. The play is whistled dead. Lancers get to retain possession. That one is blocked, and once again, the Lancers get to continue possession. This is Genesis de Jesus passing it up ahead, but it's blocked out in front by Central, and here they come back up the other way. Nice job on the defense by Yali Pimentel, the senior. Over on the far side of the field now, Central trying to work this thing up ahead. 26 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the game. Second half action from Lawrence. Lancers at 2-8-1, trying to avoid their 9th loss. Meanwhile, the Raiders are at 8-2-1. Their only 2 losses coming against Andover and North Andover. They also tied against Andover. While the Lancers had 2 victories this season, both coming against Malden. First was a 7-0 win against Malden, and then on the 29th of September, the Lancers defeated Malden 6-0. Lancer possession here on the near side. This is Urani Laura sending it back in, looking for Tawala, but couldn't find her. And there's Pimentel fighting for it, number 4 for the Lancers. Sub comes into the game for the Lancers is number 5, Juliette Concepcion. On the near side, it will be Tawala, who centers it. Not an accurate pass, though. She gets it back, and she'll have another chance. Tawala sending it close to the net, but not to a teammate. And Central is able to send this one out of bounds on the near sideline. We'll take this opportunity to remind you to check out LPS Media on YouTube. You can find our channel simply by searching for Lawrence Public Schools. Currently featured, the latest episode of Inside LHS is up, featuring a headmaster's update and some sports talk in the coach's corner. Governor Charlie Baker and Mayor Daniel Rivera spoke at the LPS College and Careers Pathways kickoff ceremony. And the Frost Middle School held a Power School for Parents event to introduce students' families to the Lawrence Public Schools learning management system. Check out those videos and over 1,000 more from the last 5 years on the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel on any device. Back to the action with 24 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first half. The Lancers trail by 6 here in the second half. And they have possession for the moment, and it's intercepted by Central, but we have a whistle that will give possession back to Lawrence High. Sub comes into the game for Central. It's Sierra Lecare. Central with possession, working it back first. Now into the middle. Lancers have a chance to get the turnover. Not quite, almost though. Sent up ahead the near side. Tawala with it. Couldn't find anyone to pass to. Central with a chance to take advantage here in Lancer territory. A little bit of light rain begins to fall here on the crowd in Lawrence. Some very light rain falling. Central with possession here, trying to punch in a 7th goal, but the Lancers trying to hold them off. Clog up the middle of the field. We'll see if the rain comes into play here. It's a light rain, but consistent for the moment. And this one is sent all the way back out to midfield, where Central gathers. And it's sent up the near side. Nice job on defense there by Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario. She sends it up ahead, and the Lawrence Lancers are on the attack. Here's Contreras. Contreras inside the 10, trying to push that one in towards the net, and that one's going to go out of bounds over the back line. So the Lancers will retain possession after it goes out of bounds. They have to bring it back to about their own 18-yard line, or sorry, the Central 18-yard line. Make it the 25, that seems about right. Central fights this one out towards the middle of the field. Now swatted near side, and nice job trying to get some attack going. Good passing here by the Raiders. Now this one is sent towards the near side. Inside Lancer territory, the Raiders trying to get a shot off here to make it 7-0. The rain continues to fall, a very light rain. Did cause a couple of spectators to head for cover here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Robert Fitzgerald Field at Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Lancers and Raiders fighting for possession over on the far side of the field. Just over 20 minutes remaining in this ball game. Again, a fight for possession on the far side, and a foul called against Central. Lancers will have possession at about midfield. Here's Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario sending it ahead, but it's intercepted by Central. Lancers regain possession, and they're able to work this one forward to Genesis de Jesus. Sends it forward. Now on the forecheck, gets it back. Genesis trying to get it forward into the middle. Now it's Concepcion. She can't gain possession. Central able to clear and dribble it out towards midfield. Sent forward, intercepted by Tawala. Tuala with a nice pass up ahead to Carpio del Rosario. That's going to be a foul against Lawrence. And Central takes possession and sends this one back up the other way. Raiders have it now, bringing it deeper into Lancer territory. They want to work it back outside first and then back inside. Raiders playing a bit conservatively since they've put the first 6 goals of this game on the board. Choosing to work it all the way in, then all the way back out. And it goes back to the last line of defense, now up to the near side. Here's Pimentel, and that's going to be a foul called against Central, so Pimentel gets to recover and send it forward. Central intercepts, though, and now Central will go back on the attack. This is Kaylee Thomas again. Kaylee Thomas trying to send it into the middle. And she does. Lancers trying to swat this one out. And Central is going to send this one back out before attempting a shot. Great ball movement here by the Raiders. They're choosing the pass over the shot at this stage in the game, a 6-goal lead and 18 minutes to go. They are not playing overly aggressive, even with the ball deep into Lancer territory. They are opting for the pass rather than the shot. Show of some good sportsmanship. 17 minutes, 46 seconds to go. As that one goes out of bounds, far side. Central's ball. Raiders now trying to work it up the near side. And they are able to, for the moment, now back up into the middle. And Central is happy to take this one out and just pass it around some more, but this one's going to go out of bounds over on the far side. Let's see if the Lancers can capitalize on the mistake. Sub into the game for Central, number 5, Megan Hammond, the senior. Everybody getting a little bit of playing time tonight. Central takes over. Lancers can't get on the attack on that possession. Raiders trying to pull it back out, and they do. Sent back to the defense and up the far side. Lancers trying to create a turnover and get a fast break. 16 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the game. The score, Central 6, Lancers nothing. Can they get on the board here in the middle stages of this second half? Lancers with possession here, now getting it deep into Central territory. This is Contreras. Contreras fighting for it. And she is a little overly aggressive, committing the foul. And the Raiders will take over on the near side. Another foul called, and the Raiders have another chance to clear it. Knocked out of bounds, deflected out of bounds, I should say, by Lawrence, and Central retains possession near side of the field, deep in their own territory. Sub into the game for the Lancers is number 8, Yorani Laura, the senior forward. Central Catholic's ball passing back to the last line of defense. And this is a turnover created by Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario, who passes it off into space. Contreras couldn't quite handle it, but she's fighting for it. Contreras trying to get back in the play, and she does. Trying to force a turnover. Pimentel now fighting for it on the near side. She wins the possession. Sends it up ahead to Contreras. And a whistle. And that's a foul against Lawrence High. Central's ball. Under 15 minutes to go, so we are 3/4 of the way through this game. 14 minutes, 21 seconds to play here at Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Robert Fitzgerald Field at Lawrence Veterans Memorial Stadium. A little bit of brief rain just a few moments ago. It hasn't caused any issues on the field, just a few spectators went looking for cover. Aside from that, it's the same score, 6-0 here, as the Lancer defense has done its job here in the second half, pitching a shutout. But they'll still want to get on the board here, at least before the end of this one. And that one is chipped in deep by Contreras, but it goes just wide of the net. The Lancers' next game will be on Friday night, October 13th, when the Lancers host Methuen. They will then host Pentucket Monday, October the 16th. And then they play their last 3 regular season games on the road at Central, Friday, October 20th, at Andover, Wednesday, October 25th, and then the regular season finale, Friday, October 27th at Amesbury. Here's Contreras in deep, trying to keep it alive. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Central's possession. Meanwhile, the Raiders, after tonight's game, will host Chelmsford. That's a Saturday afternoon game at 12:30, Saturday, October the 14th. As the Lancers fight for it in front of the Central net, whistle goes against the Lancers, and Central will regain possession. After hosting Chelmsford, the Raiders will host Haverhill Wednesday, October the 18th, the Lancers Friday, October the 20th, and then Bishop Fenwick on Monday, October the 23rd. The Raiders will then travel to Lowell for a game Wednesday, October 25th. That's a 6 p.m. start, and then to close out the regular season, the Central Catholic Raiders will host Westford Academy. And that is on the last day of term number 1, October 27th, 7:30 game. Both of these teams have 6 games remaining in their regular seasons. Central with possession deep in their own territory. As a light rain falls here in Lawrence. Lancers down by 6 with 11:30 to play in the game. Up the near side is Santana. Has it taken away for the moment. Central trying to clear it out of their own zone here. Central trying to work it up the middle. Finding a little space, but 2 Lancers around trying to force the turnover. Lancers do force the turnover, but they're guilty of a foul. And so Central can move it up the middle of the field. Central now working it into Lancer territory. Central trying to send it near side, but Carpio Del Rosario is there to send it up the near side for Lawrence. Contreras overruns that one, and Central moves it up the near side. It's Megan Fennessy moving the ball forward for Central Catholic. Now this one is sent over to the far side in stride. 10 minutes to go here in the game as we move to the late stages of this second half. That's going to be a foul called on Central. Good chance for the Lancers to work the ball up the field. A sub comes into the game for Lawrence. It's Genesis de Jesus, the junior midfielder, back into the action. Contreras has it taken away from her on the near sideline. Lancers do recover possession, but we have a foul called. And the foul goes against Lawrence. Central possession, near side of the field, 9:18 remaining in the second half. Once again, folks, we'd like to remind you, LPS Media is broadcasting 24 hours a day on Comcast Channel 99 and Verizon Channel 41, covering all of the wonderful public schools around the city of Lawrence. You can check out LHS Sports, theatrical productions, school committee meetings, and of course, Inside LHS, a show featuring academic and athletic news from all over campus. Remember, LPS Media is available all day, every day, on any device. Our YouTube channel is titled Lawrence Public Schools. Get the app or open up your browser, and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 5 years. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday, October the 18th, the girls volleyball game, when the Lancers host Drake. The Lancer girls volleyball team, with a very strong season so far, 10-3. They have earned a berth in the MIAA Division I North Tournament. Always a phenomenal achievement, and we are happy to provide you with coverage of the girls volleyball team on Wednesday, October 18th. And we will also be broadcasting the Lancer girls volleyball senior night at the end of the season. A couple things to look forward to. We will also be broadcasting the Lancers football game when the Lawrence High squad hosts the Haverhill Hillies on Friday, October 20th. We would love to see you in person, but if not, no worries. We are your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics, LPS Media, available on Comcast, Channel 99, Verizon, Channel 41, and all day, every day on YouTube. Lancers with possession for the moment, now scooped away by Central. Lancers trying to scoop it back, and it goes out of bounds. Central ball. Sent up ahead but intercepted by Pimentel. Central is called for the foul. Pimentel trying to work it up to midfield. Recovered by Central. And that's going to be a foul against the Raiders. On the near side, the Lancers will regain possession with 6:40 to go in the game. It's a kickball violation against Lawrence, and Central takes over. Goes out of bounds on the near side. And that's Caroline Medwar, the senior for Central, who put it back in play. Lancers with a shot here. Here's the pass up ahead to Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario. She's got to wait for it. Trying to pass it forward. She does, getting it to Contreras. Contreras trying to center. Contreras with the backhanded pass into the middle. Good idea, but couldn't find Carpio del Rosario. There's Contreras trying to come up with the steal, but she can't, and it's sent forward. Megan Fennessy with possession, now sending up ahead to her teammate. It's Erin O'Neill in the middle of the field, passing it to the far side now. 5:30 to go in the game. Central in the driver's seat here with a 6-0 lead. Raiders have it, and that one is going to be saved, and it crosses the line for a 7th Central Catholic goal. And the Lancers goalie, Haley Gill, was able to make the initial save with her leg, but that one squirted across the goal line to make it 7-0 here with just under 5 minutes to play in the game. That is the first goal of the second half. It makes it 7-0. Central scored all 6 of their goals to this point in the first half. Contreras tries to send it back to Carpio del Rosario, who wasn't there, and Central comes up with the turnover. Now Lawrence guilty of the foul, and it'll be Central's ball in the middle of the field in some good territory. 4:20 to go. Central ball fired in, but intercepted by the Lancer defense. Lancer defense tries to bring it up the near side. This one is tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Lancer ball. Under 4 minutes to go, and the countdown is on to see if the Lancers can get one on the board here before time runs out. Tawala sends that one forward, but to no one in particular. Central trying to fire it in, out of bounds, over the back line. And the Lancers will take possession. .320 to go in the game as the Lancers try to get one on the board here before we all go home. Central, though, has other ideas. Trying to keep possession in Lancer territory. Trying to continue this shutout. Nice spin move there by the Raiders, and that one is deflected in front of the net, but it goes just wide. No goal, and good defense by Lawrence. Lancers, however, guilty of the penalty in their own territory, and it's going to be a penalty corner coming up. First one of the second half after 14 in the first half, so one bright spot for the Lancers. They were able to clear up one of the glaring issues from the first half. And here's the penalty corner, 15th of the game. Centering pass, Central with a chance here. Nice block by Lawrence. Here's another centering pass. And it goes through everybody and out of bounds over the back line. Did it catch a deflection on the way out, or will it be Lancer ball? No deflection, so this will be Lancer's ball. And Lawrence will have what appears to be one last chance at moving the ball down the field and trying to get on the board here with 1:45 to play, but the initial pass was intercepted by Central. Now the Lancers with possession, trying to move it forward. Foul called against Central Catholic. Sent way ahead up into space. This one might be headed out of bounds. No, not quite. Lancers trying to catch up to it, and that's going to be a foul against the Lancers. And so Central will send it back up the other way with 1 minute 14 seconds to go. Up the middle of the field, Central with a chance to make it 8-0. Gill goes for the save, and the shot hits the back of the net. And Central picks up a goal here in the final minute of the game to make it 8-0 with 49 seconds to play and the clock rolling. Two goals here in the second half for Central. Only 35 seconds left with the clock still rolling. 30 seconds to go. Let's see what the Lancers want to do here. This one is sent back to Lisbeth Carpio del Rosario. She sends it forward up the far side, but it's intercepted by Central. Central on the attack one more time, 14 seconds to go. Let's see if Central wants to take one last shot here. They do, but it goes wide right, and it's out of bounds with 5 seconds remaining in the game. And folks, it looks like that's going to do it here from Lawrence. We'd like to thank you for watching LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. Our crew tonight, Ruth Cruz, Mimi Tun, Kiana Hernandez, our producer, Mr. Luis Lopez, and my name is Jay Oza. Thanks for watching. LPS Media, your final score for the final time. Central 8, Lawrence nothing. Thank you for joining us here on LPS Media, folks. My name is Jay Oza, and we'll see you next time.